I'm Alan Kenny, and we're in New York for REIT Week 2017, NAREIT's Investor Forum. I'm joined by Ramin Kamfar, Chairman, President, and CEO of Bluerock Residential Growth REIT. So, Ramin, I know that your company acquired about 700 units of residential property in the first quarter of the year. What makes this a good time to be acquiring assets, and do you think that Bluerock will be an overall net acquirer or seller by the end of the year?
Yeah, we're going to be an acquirer this year. I think if you look at the underlying trend that is underpinning what's going on, the millennials, which are 86 million in size, are just starting to form households. They formed about 10 million. There's another 30 million that's getting formed over the next 15 years. So let's say 2 million a year. 70% of them will rent, and they will rent 10 years or longer. So that is a big tailwind for our industry and is going to generate a tremendous amount of demand over the next decade. So we are a natural acquirer.
And does Bluerock have any plans to expand outside of the Sunbelt markets?
We're not limited to the Sunbelt. Our strategy is to be in growth markets. We want to be in growth markets because there's an 80% correlation between job growth and apartment demand. So we look for those markets. If you look at the average growth in our markets in terms of employment, it's 3% a year versus half of that for the US. And we look for specific industries that are intellectual capital driven, healthcare, education, technology, that are going to drive high-paying jobs over the next decade or two. So you'll see us outside the Sunbelt as we grow.
And Bluerock is targeting the third quarter to internalize management. What do you think will be the greatest benefit of that move?
Well, we promised our investors when we went public that we would internalize management when it became less costly for them to pay the management team directly as opposed to pay an asset management fee. And we've reached that stage. We're fulfilling that promise, and the biggest benefit is going to be that the cost of G&A is going to go up a lot less slowly, so more of the dollars are going to drop to the bottom line. And there's going to be an increased acceptance of the REIT because the larger institutional owners want you to have internalized dedicated management, which is what we'll have.
Thanks so much for your time, Ramin.
Thank you.
And for more on this and other real estate news and analysis, be sure to visit REIT.com.